entitled parents. You aren't having a seizure, so we can pet your dog right now. By you/itsthecringefactory. I only made a Reddit account to post this because it still infuriates me. Although, I'm not really the victim here, I received full permission from my friend to post it, and I need to take out how frustrated I am with people's stupidity. Hopefully it's not too long. I have a habit of rambling, so hope I didn't do that. Anyways. I have a friend from one of my classes who owns a service dog to warn her about any incoming seizures. Most people are very accommodating with the fact that you're not allowed to pet the dog, and when they do reach over, she lets them know. She told me before that she never really had any difficulties with people petting her dog because most of them were very understanding about it. Neither of us expected it to change, but boy, were we in for a surprise. We're walking to the campus library, and right before we enter, we see a mother holding a child's hand. It's a community college, so it's very common for people to see children with a parent who might be attending. The child was very interested in my friend's dog, Moxie, yes, like the women's hygiene brand. I tease my friend about it all the time, considering the fact that he kept turning around to look at it. Neither of us cared much about it and continued into the library. The security guard stops the lady and the child, probably to check college ID, and in the meantime, my friend and I show our I.ds so the guard could let us in. We go in and wait for the elevator when the lady finally catches up to us and waits with us. While we're waiting, the lady turns to my friend, and the conversation between her and my friend, we'll call her Alyssa, pretty much went like this. Lady, I couldn't help but notice your dog, he's gorgeous. Alyssa, thank you, Mox is a girl, though. Lady, some question about what breed and like other specific questions. Alyssa, I know it's a German Shepherd, but I don't know if it's pure or whatever, let's just say Mox is a German Shepherd lol. Lady, she's beautiful. Alyssa, thank you. Elevator door opens, we go in, it's just awkward silence besides the few whispers between Alyssa and I, and we reach the 3rd floor. It's empty cause it's about 5 in the evening and most people don't usually stay so late. Alyssa and I sit all the way in the corner. We notice the woman and her child sit on the closest desk to us. It was a bit strange since the rest of the floor was really empty, and she waited for us to sit down before she chose a desk, but we shrugged it off. We were doing our own independent work when both of us hear kissing noises. We look at each other and then the woman, who is making kissing noises to Moxie. Alyssa, politely, goes please don't distract her, she's a service dog, and the woman responds with okay, and things are all settled. About 20 minutes later we start hearing kissing noises again, and we see this woman trying to get the dog's attention. At this point, we decided the best idea would be to move, so we left to the other side of the library. We go back to doing our work, and Moxie is very comfortable under the table. After about 15 minutes, we hear shuffling and a tiny little boy walking over and sitting on the table adjacent to ours. He walks up to Alyssa and goes, "Can I please pet your dog?" In which she responded, "No, I'm sorry, Mox is a service dog so she can't be distracted." At this point the mother had arrived and placed her stuff on the table. Both of us begin to get bad vibes about what would happen, and I let Alyssa know not to get too settled in as we might have to move again. She agrees, and then we go back to whatever work we were doing. We begin to hear the kissing noises and I decide to take matters into my own hands and say, "It's a service dog. You were told once before not to distract it, please be a bit more understanding about it." This was an awful idea. "Lady, it's not your dog, you shouldn't be talking." Me, what? That shouldn't even matter. You're not supposed to distract someone's service dog, especially while it's working, end of story. "Lady, why do you even need the dog, you seem fine." Directed towards my friend. "Alyssa, I get seizures, I need to know when one's coming so I can get to a safe area." Something along those lines. "Lady, but you're not having a seizure right now, so just let us pet it." "Alyssa, Moxie could miss a crucial moment, so I'd rather not." "Sorry." "Lady, come on, we could have pet it so many times by now and you'd still be okay." "Alyssa, I don't let people pet her, sorry. Please stop asking." At this point, I'm completely packed up, and fed up, and both Alyssa and I, and Moxie, of course, are walking over to the table we were at before when suddenly the boy suddenly runs up to us and pets the service dog. Alyssa quickly yanks on the leash and freaks out. She pushes the boy away slightly and we hear "Don't you lay a finger on my son" from behind. The mother was grabbing her belongings and coming towards us. At this point, we had gotten the attention of the very few people on this floor and one of them quickly rushes downstairs to get security, bless his soul. We were all very startled, especially Moxie, who kept having her leash pulled every time the boy attempted to pet her. He ended up running back to his mother after Alyssa told him to back off. Please keep a better eye on your son. You're not allowed to distract the service dog. Leave us alone. Lady, excuse me, I don't see the dog working very hard now, though, do I? She's nudging her son to go pet it. Alyssa, the dog needs to remain alert and when you pet it, you and your son have been distracting it. Lady, I still don't see how a few strokes can hurt you. Still nudging her son to go pet it. If you can't understand it like that, then think of it in the sense that she's just a dog owner who doesn't want you touching her dog. You just don't have the permission to touch it. Now please leave us alone. Lady, why? She's such a sweet doggy, I give my son permission to pet her. As she goes up and starts to pet Moxie along with her son. Door opens, we see a security guard. I swear, words cannot describe how relieved I was, and I can definitely say the same for Alyssa because she went from being as white as Casper to being as red as a bottle of sriracha while talking to this lady, let me tell you. It was so hard for both of us to try and stay calm. The security guard asks us what happens and this woman has the audacity to go, "These kids touched my child." This is around 6:10, which is usually the time I leave to escort Alyssa to her classroom. It's a good 5-minute walk. Although her class isn't until 6:45, mine is at 6:30 and from the library it's a good 10 minutes away. When you walk from her building, it's 15 minutes. I don't necessarily need to escort her, but she feels more comfortable having a friend, understandably. I feel more comfortable escorting her as well as I like knowing she arrived in her classroom safely. Both of us are beginning to panic at the thought of being late, and the fact that this woman is blaming us for not keeping an eye on the dog. This just holds us up longer. She then said we let her pet it. This lady kept dragging it, we just wanted to leave. When the lady said that we should have kept an eye out because the dog was just roaming around, 2 students who witnessed the event unfold took our side of things. Things get sorted out and we leave. The guard was totally pointless and no help at all. I am escorting her to her class at 7 o'clock. Both of us are late, it's dark out. It's cold. Both of us are pissed. Hopefully, we don't see this bitch again next time we go to the library, because not only was it difficult to get anything done, but both of us were late. I hope karma gets her or something. Thank you for listening, my children. Please leave a like and subscribe and ring my bell sack to stay updated with my videos as they come out. Love you, bye.